Hello and welcome back to the workshop. Today I've got an interesting haul for you. It's a mixture of metal and woodenware, so something for everybody. To begin with, we'll look at this book that I've acquired. And I'll show you on the close-up, it's a book or a textbook about Elkington and Son, who are a Birmingham-based silver and silver plating company. You see a lot of their silverware around and their silver plated items around, especially at auctions. So I thought I'd pick this book up to give me a little bit of a head start or a heads up on what the individual items are and dates and patterns as well, or pattern numbers, I should say. It's a fantastic book, packed full of colour photographs, and it details a lot of their products, including some that have passed through my hands that I didn't actually know were by Elkington at the time. So I've probably sold them for less than they were actually worth. Lots of lovely photographs with detailed descriptions of what the items are, when they were made, and the proper name for them as well. So I'm not sponsored by these people at all. Invention and Design, Elkington of Birmingham, and I do recommend picking that up if you can. This one cost me £6.50 off the internet, off a well-known auction site. Now I no longer use it. Right, okay, moving on. We have a pair of Brutalist design Danish pewter candlesticks. Now, I know they're from Denmark, as it tells me on the inside. Now, I don't think you're going to be able to see that at all. If I can cut a photo in, I will, but it's stamped made in Denmark. They're mid-century, solid lumps of pewter with the original green protective felt on the base. And these will be listed on the website for in the region of £60, including shipping. And talking about the website, you'll see it down there, antiquecentral.co.uk. Be really helpful if you could pay it a visit. Have a browse of the store, but also the knowledge bank. There's lots of interesting information in the knowledge bank. And I've also started a brand new blog page now as well. So I think I've got about half a dozen blogs now, all about the antiques trade and different aspects of antiques and vintage. So check that out. Let me know in the comments what you think below. So if you find it useful, let me know what you found the most useful, and whether you just let me know what you think of the products that I'm listing in the store. Next up, we have a cold painted brass fruit bowl. There it is. Lovely design. Solid brass. No magnetic properties at all. Cold painted floral design inside. And I would say this was Anglo Indian. So probably made in India sometime in the 20th century. Difficult to date it. For the UK market, or at least the European market. Now, what I say cold painted, what do I mean by that? Well, it looks at first sight like cloisonné, which is a technique whereby the maker applies thin brass strips to the metal surface and then infills the design with enamel and then fires it. So it goes to a glass-like finish and it's polished back and it's absolutely stunning. But this is cold painted, which basically means it's probably cast with a spun base, pedestal base, but the colour or the colour, the design is actually hand painted. So if you really wanted to, you could scratch it off. So it's not enamel, it's not fired enamel. So it's a cheaper version of cloisonné, but it's still very nice. It's in really good condition, and this will be listed on the website, the Antique Central website, for in the region of £30 to £35, including shipping. Plenty of these about, but this is a really nice colour and in very good condition. Very little paint loss. So that's a cold painted Anglo Indian brass fruit bowl. Next up we have, again, This is Anglo Indian, so made in India for the European or UK market. And it's a letter stand, hand carved. It has a replacement green felt base. So if you use it on your desk, you're not going to scratch it. Very intricately carved with a floral design. That kind of Art Nouveau style, although it's nowhere near as old as that. And you can see there, you can see the floral and geometric design. Very Art Nouveau in style, but it's not. It's Indian, made for the UK, European market. And it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 compartments. Very good condition. I will be listing this, as I say, for in the region of about £30 or £35, including postage. And if you want to check it out, it's already on the website, the Antique Central website. Right, next up, we'll change the scale of things now. We have, here we go. This is a steel milk pail, hand painted, and it's from Munich in Germany. I will be listing this on the Antique Central website for in the region of £90, including shipping, because this won't be cheap to ship. And I'm very sorry to my international viewers, but I only sell to the UK market. And that's to do with the taxes and duties involved with shipping. And I just don't think it's fair on buyers that they'll pay £60 or £70 for an item, then have to pay another £30 or £40 to get it into their country. So I only sell to the UK market. But it's a heavy, solid steel milk pail, hand painted, kind of country crafts, fairly primitive style. And this, I'll show you there. It's well done, floral design. This will be used as an umbrella stand, I would think. Certainly what I would use it for. So really nice item, substantial, and it's got a handle as well. There you go. And it's got a different design on the back. Picked this up from a local dealer close by, and got a good price. I'm going to start using him quite a lot. He knows that, so he'll always give me a good deal. And that's a little tip there. Always try and strike up a good relationship with any of your local antique dealers, and they'll look after you. Hopefully, anyway. I would. Right. Next up, we have... no, I'll just show you these. I've shown you them before in a previous haul film. But these were the Indian clubs. Now, they were farm fresh when I got them. So what I've done is, as I say, I don't heavily restore anything, but I've cleaned them up and given them a coat of lacquer. So I haven't, hopefully anyway, haven't lost any of the dents, stains, marks, but they're now clean and fit to go into somebody else's house, because you've got to think about that when you're selling. It's how I would expect to receive them. But they've regained a beautiful antique, or certainly vintage patina. They're probably elm, I would think, heavy. These will be listed on the website for in the region of £65, including shipping. So I'll try and cut in a picture of what they were like before. So if I hold these like that, hours of fun, as I always say, much better for you than sitting there playing computer games. Wheel these round, get a bit of exercise, and you can even do it when you're watching the telly. Right. Next up we have, now I'll show you both of these at the same time. They are a pair of brass companion sets. Now I'm showing you these, I've shown you them before. Well, not these particular ones before, but similar. But I'm showing you these to demonstrate the difference in the sets that you can get. So for example, this one has 4 tools. It has the little pan, it has the brush, it has the tongs, which are currently held together or closed by a clasp, which is, there you go, you can see that. That does come apart like that, and you can open them up. Now I've got to get the clasp back on. There we go. And finally, it has the poker. So 4 tools in this particular companion set. And this companion set has just the 3 tools. It's complete. It was designed to display 3 tools. Now, this one, mid-century, and it's typical of that around the war sort of period, with the casting of the brass ship, and whether that's, I don't know which ship it is. And surprisingly, it doesn't actually tell you. Normally, it can tell you underneath which the ship is, whether it's the, I don't know, the Endeavour or the Bounty or the Mayflower. I don't know. But what you've got with this set is the brush, the pan, and a poker. So there's no tongs. Now, that's reflected in the price. This one I will be selling for in the region of perhaps £45. And this one for £65. Slightly taller, a little bit heavier. Lovely patina as well to the brass. You can see that. Complete set. Always check the brushes. Make sure there's nothing missing or anybody's changed any elements of it, because that will detract from the value. So a couple of pairs there of brass early 20th century companion sets. So very happy with those. They sell really well with everybody trying to move away from using gas and electricity at the moment. It seems to me that wood burners and coal fires, smokeless coal fires, of course, are coming back into fashion at the moment. So they sell well. Pick them up if you see them. Next, we have a pair of arts and crafts candlesticks. No markings on them. I think they're mahogany, and they have the original brass insert as well to protect the wood from the candle, especially when it's lit. Little bobbin style in the manner of arts and crafts. So I would estimate these are early 20th century, that kind of period. It's not always that easy to tell, but that's where I'm estimating them. And I will be listing these on the website, the Antique Central website, for in the region of £60. So I do believe they are arts and crafts. Not much more to say about those, really. Trying to keep the films within the 20 minutes still. And next up we have right, as you can see, I didn't prepare this earlier. This is a mid-century magazine rack. Now, what people use these for now is albums. So if you've got your big album collection and you want to sit down on a Sunday afternoon with a glass of wine and listen to some of your favourite albums, you can obviously carry it, and you can pull your albums out, drop them in, go over to your favourite armchair next to your stereo system, and off you go. And you're happy as Larry for the next few hours, relaxing and forgetting all the worries of the world. So it's a teak magazine rack that nowadays will be used more than likely as a little album rack. And that's vinyl albums. So I'll be listing this in the region of around including shipping, around £45. Popular little item nowadays. Right, finally, we'll finish off on one of my favourite items out of the haul, and it is this. Here we go. It's a distressed, as you can tell, And when I mean distressed, when I say distressed, I mean it's lost some of its paint over the years. It's possibly elm, and it's a tavern stool or a milking stool. Solid, jointed as well. It's not screwed. It's jointed, so quality. It's lost a lot of its paint over the years through use. As you can see there, it's had various colours associated with it. They're very desirable. Artists, anybody with a studio or a workshop, love to have these old stools. It adds a sense of charm, style and character to any room. When you see them about, don't be worried about the distress. It really doesn't make any difference. People still love them, and if they want to, they can strip them back and do whatever, paint them, polish them, varnish them, whatever they want. But personally, I sell as is, as you know. You're probably bored of me telling you now. I don't restore stuff back to new. You only get original once, and this patina tells the life story of this stool. So what I do is clean it, and if there's particularly distressed flaking paint, what I might do is put some lacquer on it, some clear lacquer, because you probably don't want an item shedding paint all over your sort of your studio floor. So I do put, potentially anyway, I haven't on this, but put some lacquer on it just to seal it and make it usable. Clean, neat, tidy. So I love this item. It's probably my favourite. I've got a few myself scattered around my workshop and my studio. So I don't need another one, otherwise it would have been a keeper. So this will be listed on the website. In fact, it already is listed on the website, and it's up, including shipping, which will be in the region of about £15 to the UK. It's listed for £120. Right, that's the last of the haul items. As I said earlier, take a look at the website. If there's anything you're interested in and you'd like to make an offer, get in touch with me. Let me know you're a subscriber or a viewer, and I'm always happy to do a deal with you. And we can always work that out. I'm no longer on eBay, so it's up to me. I can talk to you freely about any of the items, and we can negotiate a price that works for you. So if there's anything you've seen, have a look at it on the website. If it's not on the website, it will be up in the next 2 or 3 days, but quite a bit of that is already there. Right, that's the end of the haul video. If you have enjoyed this video and you're still watching, please like, comment, subscribe and share the video. If you're a new subscriber, let me know where in the world you're from, and I'll add you to our digital subscriber list. That should be scrolling along the bottom of the screen as I speak now. Very important for me to know you're enjoying these videos. The indicator is a like, a share, a subscribe, a subscription. So that really tells me you're enjoying them and inspires me to make the next one. So that's it. As ever, take care, stay safe, and I'll see you next time.